has been lost, sire. Okay. Well, fortunately, it managed to zip home as opposed to limp home, which is always a good thing. Alright, so you move over now. Alright, so I'm just going to cut down on the number of goddamn things that I have to worry about right now. You go to the nearest goddamn repair facility to go get scrapped. And then... No. Yeah, I guess. So, what are your orders? Move to Vartoxia coordinates. Yeah, okay, good. Research is still climbing nicely, and good. Only 2 ships have orders. Only 2 ships have not been given orders. It is now 11:03, just 57 minutes before I can start playing Borderlands 2, and you guys are with me all the way. You're with me for the goddamn unveiling. At which point you'll then probably be losing me again for the next 3 months, because 2 days after Borderlands 2 comes out, Torchlight 2 is released, and guess what? You guys are not going to be seeing me for a very long time. unless I choose to. I'm not going to blind Borderlands 2. I might actually blind Torchlight 2. Yeah, I'll do Torchlight 2 because it seems it'll probably be a much more interesting game to blind, to be honest with you, because I'm going to be running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth just all over the place with my bullshit. So a shod. E. Whatever, baby, I don't care. Alright. See here, E. Just keep on moving. Now that's why they didn't settle that other planet. Ooh. Drushaka. Possibly. Could just be also another, No, we got Drushaka on the field. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, at this point, I just don't care. Lazuli. Okay, totally resupply here. What the hell? No. I'm an idiot. Okay, that's really tight margins. I was about to say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna upgrade everything, and I was like, no, I am barely generating any minerals right now. That would be a stupid thing to do, troll. That would be dumb. That would be dumb. You know what's really tempting, though? What is really, really tempting me right now? Considering that I have basically really secure borders, I can do up to 200,000 damage to a single target, or 200,000 damage to multiple targets, which is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. 200,000 is a lot of damage at this point in the game. I could probably actually, let's see, do I have any more communications? No. You know what I should probably start doing? I should. Wow, our accuracy is up to 135? Why is that? Does population increases to 10? It's because all trade with empires increased by 5%. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so their trade treaters are really quite nice. Nice. I just hope they live long enough. Alright, so let's see about the... no, you already know the Dark. Let's talk about the Philox... Ooh, I like these guys. These guys are kind of interesting to me. The Philox Imperium. Empire Report. History. The Philox Imperium has only recently attained spaceflight through the discovery of ruins on their home planet. Their use of spaceflight appears to be mainly for the use in finding new living territory. Their species name is the Wozen. They're serpentoid, they live on ice planets, they breathe hydrogen, and their society type is berserkers. Oh boy. All vehicles get a plus 10 chance to hit, and all vehicles get plus 10% damage. Their ships are quite nice. The Wozen are quite unusual in appearance. They consist of a hardened torso with numerous flexing tendrils extending out from it. They can see by means of echolocation and can also see minimal portions of the visible spectrum via small black eyes. They reproduce very quickly and have a lifespan of only 15 years. The Wozen are of limited intelligence, but have a complex form of instincts which are genetically passed on from their parents. Their society is grouped into genetic families, which work together with other families to promote advancement. The oldest family sits in governance over the entire world. So, in other words, they have they don't technically have intelligence per se, or true sapience, but their instincts are... they basically have genetic memory, which can directly influence their instincts. So it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, if Assassin's Creed was like real, instead of, complete and absolute and utter total bullshit. So these guys literally breed themselves smarter. and they're not even conscious of it. Hello, ugly. These are the Ifusesh Empire. I'm just gonna stop the Ifusesh Empire. The Ifusesh Empire. The Ifusesh Empire has almost no history of conflict on their home planet. With all individuals being equal, warfare is almost unknown to them. They have recently achieved spaceflight, but have not left their home solar system. Their member species is the Yotath. They are insectoid. They live on rock planets. They breathe carbon dioxide. So again, they might be photosynthetic? I don't know. But they have very strong enzymes. And they are politicians. No, they only live for 30 years, so yeah, they probably have some very self-destructive biochemistry going on to get energy out of carbon dioxide. You never know. Anyway, the Yotath are an insectoid species with 6 legs and 2 forelegs. Their bodies have a rigid exoskeleton, which covers their fleshy innards. Their average lifespan is approximately 30 years. Well, if they breathe carbon dioxide and aren't photosynthetic, they probably have some they probably have some pretty self-destructive biochemistry going on, so yeah, they probably age very quickly. The Yotath are a low-technology race, which have just achieved spaceflight technology. Their society that is bad English. Their society is collective of individuals who are all considered equals. Their government is merely a loosely organized group of states that have agreed to work together. Interesting. Oh, by the way, it could be said that my government, the Schulnet Gestalt, their governmental system, kind of works like the actual intelligence of these guys. It's all innate and instinctual. So let's see. We also have 2 major empires here: the Drushaka Empire and the Norak Continuum. Let's find out about the Drushaka, shall we? The Drushaka are the mortal enemies of the The Drushaka employ energy-depleting devices as their weapons of choice. Needless to say, they have an extremely adverse effect on the given that the are composed primarily of energy. The firmly believe that the Drushaka ships are trying to eat them. Let's see here. They are a republic. Let's see here. The Drushaka. Their name is, of course, the Drushaka. They are rock-like, and their home planet is, of course, rock. They breathe methane, which makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of energy in methane. Industrialists. In fact, it does make sense that they breathe methane. If they have internal chemistry going on that can get the energy out of methane, I would imagine their body temperature is actually quite high. Anyway, now then, the Drushaka evolved in a world very prone to intense lightning storms, probably resulting in their desire to control energy as best they can. Physically, they resemble greenish moss-covered boulders. They move through an oscillation of these moss fibers along their bodies. Suffice to say, they move very slow. However, they make up for this in physical toughness. Since they are predominantly composed of silicate-based materials, they are literally tough as rocks. Interesting. It is believed that the Drushaka follow a dictatorial feudal system, with each lesser caste swearing allegiance to a lord above it, and those lords swear allegiance to a ruler who is chosen by the former ruler before he dies. The Drushaka are best characterized as inflexible and straightforward. They see a goal, they move towards it, and they attain it. Now the thing about Drushaka, and their society type is industrialist. The thing about Drushaka, they have organic technology, so be aware of that. They have the same thing that I have. The Norak Continuum, they have religious technology, so they have the religious technology. The Abaddon Enclave are psychics, and the Yith Collective also have organic technology. Ugly ships. Pretty ships. Bulbous ships. Double dongs. They have ships with big old floppy boobies. Ew. I better stop. One more time. And the Norak have really awesome ships, to be honest with you. That ship design is kick-ass. Anyway, let's see here. What are these guys like? They are a theocracy. They are ruled by high priests. Norak relations in the galaxy have been highly mixed. Their religion allows them to help one species while destroying another. If the Norak's religions find another race faulting, they attempt to wipe them out. Their member species is one so far, and it is the Norak. Their physical type is aquatic. They live on rock worlds. They breathe oxygen. Their society type is suppliers. The Norak are a semi-aquatic species that are amphibious by nature. Though they prefer a very damp climate, they tend to prefer land dwelling over water. The Norak stand approximately 2 meters tall and are tripedal. The average lifespan of a Norak is approximately 120 years. Also of note is their unisex nature. There are no male or female Norak, merely a single neutral sex. Historians believe that the trinary star system in which the Norak homeworld resides is the cause of the deeply... I'm being distracted by my goddamn music. Hold on a second. No. There we go. Vodka for everyone. So, the pause of the... Okay, hold on a second. Oh god, I can't listen to that and read at the same time. Their society... Their entire society is patterned after their polytheistic worship. The leader of their society is the current high priest. Their society once contained many different sects, but after a great religious cleansing, only one sect remains. This is actually proven to be of great benefit, as the society is now coherent enough to devote its resources to space travel. Vodka for all in space! I'm just gonna be singing right now. I'm sorry. If you did not want to hear me singing in this episode, I cannot help you. Let's try and run the blockade! Let's not! Actually, let's withdraw because we can't get through that warp point. Alright, let's actually move this ship over here so we can keep an eye on this system. Let's keep an eye on this system over here. Oh crap, it took damage. Oh, it took a lot of damage because my armor is so shit. Okay, actually, you have a viable warp point to go through, so go through it. Ooh, the Kukapa Commonwealth. Oh, I have to go tactical with this. The Kukapa are awesome. Let's actually see how it does. It's actually managed to get in a surprising number of hits, but then again, I probably have superior, whatchamacallit? I have superior combat sensors, but I don't have superior weapons. I'm only managing to do 6 damage a turn, and eventually I'm going to run out of ordnance. Yeah, there it goes. This guy's going to have to run away now. There's nothing for it, really. Run away! It's slowly regenerating its armor. Slowly, slowly. Just run away! Just run. Just run in a straight line. Don't curve. Don't increase the trajectory. Just go. You're fine. You're gonna make it. Wow, the Kukapa ship did not have a whole lot of weapons going for it, but still managed to do quite a bit of damage to my armor here. It took out 19% of my armor. Wow, that was actually quite a bit of armor damage. Oh, and also, we have another species. We have the Urkatel... Whoa, we also have the Ebimosh Commonwealth. Oh, more reading. The Ebimosh Commonwealth has few relations with other species. Communication with them is difficult at best, and they do not have many common needs for interaction with organic species. Despite their advanced technology, they appear hesitant to leave their home solar system. The primary name of their species is the Litico. They are mechanoids, they live on rock planets, they do not breathe any atmosphere. In fact, they prefer it to be a vacuum. Their society type is neutral. Okay, which means that they have slight bonuses to practically everything. Because they're mechanoid, they are not affected by plagues. Anyway, the Litico are a mechanoid species that are descendants of tools used by a now extinct stellar civilization. Their bodies are composed of quantum computer chips encased in a hyperdense monomolecular alloy. They have no known lifespan other than death through conflict. The Litico have no societal structure. It is unknown how they delegate tasks since their communication language is known only to themselves. Their society appears to be dedicated to the construction of more of their kind and protection of their hard-earned liberty. So they just want to be left alone. Well, good for them, but I'm going to have to kill them if they're in my way. Anyway, let's see here. Another major power has shown itself, the Urkatal Collective. Penis ships. You know what, I actually used to use this design, but they're not really that great, because it's actually pretty damn limiting. Though actually a very peaceful people, the Urkatal have been plagued by wars since they first ventured into space. History has shown that the Urkatal are rarely the aggressors, and that they are usually attacked out of fear of their organic technology. History also shows that the Urkatal are not to be trifled with. Though slow to action, when they do go to war, it becomes a very serious endeavor. And of course, their name is their only member race so far is the Urkatal, which are serpentoid, living upon ice planets, breathing methane, and their society type is that of a race of scientists. The Urkatal are a genetically complex species. Their DNA is triple-strand. Their DNA is a triple-strand helix, which has so far defied scientific understanding. The Urkatal stand approximately 4 meters tall and move by rippling their underbellies. Their body resembles that of a slug with a large dominant head, and 10 to 20 small tentacles that they use as hands. Their average lifespan is thought to be about 200 years, but scientists are not sure on this. The Urkatal are a society of intellectuals whose main pursuit is that of research and commerce. Early on, they developed an advanced technology of organic manipulation. This much sought-after ability is a closely guarded secret to the Urkatal, but they are known to trade in many other technologies. The society is led by the Imperator, who is judged through scientific means to be the most intelligent and genetically advanced of their species. Internal strife is almost unheard of in the Urkatal collective. Alright, we also have the Ku-Kappa Commonwealth. Now, these guys are interesting, I must say. And their ship design is okay if you're into that sort of thing. Let's see here. Fear has been the biggest determinant of the Ku-Kappa history. Most species inherently fear parasitical life forms, but that compounded with the Ku's psychic abilities creates a recipe for distrust. But that compounded with the Ku's psychic abilities creates a recipe for distrust. There should be commas there. The few races that have gotten past these prejudices have had long beneficial relations with the Ku-Kappa. They're a monarchy. Okay, let's see here. They are, of course, the Ku-Kappa. They are a humanoid species. They reside upon rock planets. They breathe oxygen, and they are by nature merchants. Okay, let's see here. Biology description. The Ku-Kappa are actually made up of two symbiotic races, the Ku and the Kappa. The Kappa are large, squid-like creatures, and the Ku are small parasitical beings which inhabit their bodies. Their symbiosis is so complete that it is speculated that the Ku and the Kappa were actually one race in the distant past. The Ku are a highly psychic species and use the Kappa for most of the manual labor involved in building an interstellar empire. The Kappa and the Ku. Anyway, society description. Far from being a malevolent race that most assume them to be, the Ku-Kappa are actually quite peaceful. Rumors that Ku jump between Kappa as they desire have proven to be false. Indeed, most Ku-Kappa unions last a lifetime. Towards other races, they are quite indifferent. Should another race treat them well, that race will be treated well in return. But should another race treat them badly, they can be quite dangerous, as the Ku are quite strong telepaths. Their society is ruled completely by an elected Ku ruler. But they're a monarchy! That makes no sense at all. Brrr. Whatever. Let's see. Is there any free warp points you can go to? Nope. Can you survey the system? Nope. Might as well have you just come back and to be scrapped. And then we'll have you be scrapped. Oh, you're gonna die. This is gonna be interesting. And by interesting, I mean it's gonna be short. The armor's already gone. It was gone in the first missile salvo. What are these guys packing here? Three level 8 quantum torpedoes and a toxic injector. That's pretty standard fare, actually. Awesome. Alright, so got them killed. Let's see here. Religious technologies up to level 11. So how much? Still, I'm going up, but I still don't have enough to be able to afford both. What the hell are you talking about? Where are you? No. 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 Whatever, just get on with it. Why do you guys like my